The Department of Politics and International Relations at Oxford, in close cooperation with the Department of Sociology, has been awarded generous funding of the Nuffield Foundation, HEFCI and ESRC to launch the Oxford Q-STEP Centre. We're extremely thrilled about this opportunity to develop new quantitative methods courses within our undergraduate degrees, PPE in History and Politics. The Oxford Q-STEP Centre will offer internships to our students to gain experience with quantitative methods in a professional environment. The quantitative methods training provided through the Oxford Q-STEP Centre will not only benefit our own students, but also students in other UK universities through our online teaching materials as well as our blog.
When you get used to the kind of basic patterns, it's kind of very approachable, and it's something that's really interesting and can be applied across the board.
Across society, any form of market research or research in general involves quantitative methodology, and I think we all rely on it. I think it's different to what people think it is. It's not just stats and it's not just graphs. It's trying to understand how researchers go about and do something, and I think that's really important.
Sometimes when you're reading a journal article, it's quite easy to skip over the parts that have a lot of numbers in and statistics, and you think, oh, I don't know anything about that. But if you are equipped with the tools that you get taught in quantitative methods, then you can really understand the article because you understand all the data that's being used.
Statistics is very important because it helps us disentangle the signal from the noise. Imagine that where you are sitting in the space, in the context in which you are currently sitting, imagine that you close your eyes and you try to depict everything, to recreate this space. I'm sure you will be able to place and to locate quite accurately all the important stimuli, all the important objects of this space and of this context. I'm sure, however, that you will also miss some details. You might miss a light, or you might miss a painting. So that's exactly what statistics do. They help you evaluate models, which is exactly what you did now by trying to recreate the space, simplifications that is of reality, so you try to assess them and evaluate them against the empirical evidence.
The Oxford Q-STEP Centre aims to provide students with the tools to describe and analyse data about important questions in politics. The quantitative methods component starts from a problem-driven approach. We teach students quantitative methods using data from books and articles that they're reading for other parts of their course. We offer a hands-on approach with data labs in which students are familiarized with statistical software packages like Stata and R. What is more, after they've got the hang of both data management and analysis, they can start using quantitative methods in their third-year thesis.
Even though I'm not studying economics, I've been able to use quantitative analysis as well as qualitative kind of essay writing. And I think that balance is something that employers kind of appreciate and will look for as well.
I think it's definitely a fundamental building block of your studies, and once you've mastered quantitative methods, you then incorporate it into so much of what you do in future studies, and it just means you can do so much more.
I don't think it's nerdy to understand properly what's going on. For example, things that you see in the news, it's absolutely vital to understand what they're saying to you, why they're saying it, and where they have got that information from.
It's not probably what you think it is. There's a lot less maths involved. It's more to do with intuition and understanding, and it's more of a language that you learn to speak rather than necessarily learning loads and loads of equations and different forms of stats. So I guess I'd advise people to give it a go, because it's probably not what you expect.